What's up, guys? My name is Amy, and I hope you don't mind that I look like garbage. But today, I don't know who the heck I'm playing, but 1785 versus 1785, that's a little intimidating, and they're not going with the setup that I would love. Okay, maybe they are. It's all good. I love this. This is beautiful. Two knights. C3, F3. I can finally fiend kettle here. I'm starting to feel kind of confident, you know. I had 3 interviews last week, and I remember that I'm a very awkward person, and I do not like interviews because I just feel so judged, and it's just very uncomfortable. I think meeting new people, it's just very uncomfortable. I'm a very, for the most part, keep to myself sort of person. There's a lot of peace in keeping to yourself. Okay. So, you know what I should have done? It's not, instead I blabbed. I should have done c5. Oh, geez. Alright, well, you know what? We'll just stick with the castle and try to survive. So what happens when I get to talk. And we can still do c5 and try for the c6 break. This is okay. This is fine. And it's a little bit awkward, I think, for white. But I'm not gonna lie, this is also awkward for me. But yeah, I did get like one rejection email when I woke up this morning, so that was pretty disheartening. But to be fair, it wasn't even a job that I was very excited about. I don't know why I applied to it. I think it was because I thought it was something a little bit easier, and then it turned out to be quite intensive, and I was just like, oof. But still, you know, rejection hurts no matter if it's a job you wanted or not. I don't think that was a good move. That was a bad move. You give me talk, and that's how you win, okay? Because I really can't seem to do a good job when I talk. Part of me is like, you know, could try h5, but, you know, if that happens, then the knight's pretty much immobilized, so maybe it would be better to do... I'm thinking about this. Yeah, I think I'm willing to give that a go. I am considering taking with the bishop or taking with the queen. I feel like if I take with the pawn, then this turns into the most annoying passer. So I think I'll take with the bishop. Because I think I kind of want to keep options open for like where this queen might be able to go. Any crazy tactics? I don't know. I don't know if this is a good move. Maybe. I kind of like the idea of having all these pawns connected. Oh, and then there's the threat, I guess. There's the threat of this. Okay, so takes. Okay, so it's not really that big of a threat. I think I might have miscalculated that. I might have just blundered. Maybe? I don't know. I might just be having a stroke. Okay, you didn't want me to have it. Okay, I see. Well, I got 3 stacked pawns here, so I think it makes a lot of sense to just retake on this side. Can we create some passers? And maybe figure out where the best place is. I do worry about this knight here. What could that move mean? I'm thinking about going right here just to cover this square and this. And then maybe taking the empty thingamajiggy, the flippin' line. What's even going on here? I don't understand. I don't understand. Are you gonna trade? But I tell you what, I do know that this bishop isn't looking too hot right now. So let's put it right there. I don't know if that's a good move, but it seems like it's a better move than what was previously going on. Maybe this is moving here. I don't know. Maybe this is... I couldn't tell you. But they're not going to let me push that. That's clear. I'm thinking about putting this right here. No, let's just move up. Let's just move up. Because if they decide to do something crazy, like sack this, I want to be able to support with my king. Honestly, there could be a lot of pressure here. A lot of trouble, maybe. Yep. There it is. It's uncomfortable. I won't lie, I'm very uncomfortable. I'm not happy. But I'm not sure that they really have an attack. And what if I go here? Could look like something. What could happen here? What could happen here? I have a feeling if I double back, maybe the knight will go back here. And then I'll have to think about how to reposition these pieces. Disconnected. This is a tough game. It's probably not even right to win by disconnection. Who knows? Maybe they're playing on their laptop and their charger died. Happened to me. Happens to me. Well, that's sad. And I wonder who was up ahead. I don't even think I deserve that 1793. Can't say I do. Let's check it out. Let's see who was ahead, because I wasn't sure. The game was actually pretty even though pretty even for the most part. I had a slight advantage. I had a very slight advantage, but I don't think it was like enough to win the game, that's for sure. So it was pretty even. Oh geez. So we're betting it all on the line. 1793 against an 1883. Oh, I gotta be against another 1700. Okay. Alright, I think I know this one maybe. Every time I see c4, I'm going to be taking out the knight to f6 eventually, but I think I'll do a d6 just to kind of see what's the deal. So I'm going to do c5, kind of have some sort of grip right there. d4, or shoot, c6, I'm just making up words. I never love that. But, we could do that. We could just freak out. Okay. Any crazy weaknesses? I mean, there's like... Ooh, maybe e6 would be good. Kind of prevent some craziness like this from happening. I'm gonna do knight to e7. Eventually we might consider doing... What is the point of that move? Maybe here? Maybe some weird sack? But I'm gonna go ahead and kick this knight out because it seems very dangerous. Is there a dangerous sack? Oh, there's also a check here. I don't know if we'll be needing that anytime soon. I'm gonna go bishop d7 because I'm thinking maybe I might want a castle. And it's also just kind of a waiting room move. Waiting move. I can't talk, guys. I'm sorry. I wouldn't mind trading these off. I really wouldn't. I'm wondering maybe if the queen will go to e1, maybe start something incredibly scary. If the queen moves, I'm definitely going to hop into this spot. Trade off the knight. I'm also thinking about a6 and b5. Just to kind of... I don't know that these are good moves, but... That's an interesting move. Again, let's just do a6 first because I don't want to move the queen to c7 just for this knight to come in and annoy me. Okay, so they're covering this in case I decide to push this pawn. There's a lot of waiting moves going on. Okay, so they're finally doing it. So we'll take here. We'll push here. Oh. Well, obviously we got to take that back. And do I take back with the pawn? Or honestly, I would take back with the bishop just so that we have more coverage here. And then it's tempting to go... Jeez, so many choices. It's tempting to go here. But then maybe I'll make this like a... No, there's no threat. Not really, because that can come over here. So let's just go right here. Damn it, I knew I blundered as soon as I did that. As soon as I did that, I was like, oh, I just blundered. So, right, so that's the threat. So let's just get the queen right here, I guess. Oh, how miserable. We're gonna go right here. Do I really want to trade that off? I don't know. If I trade over here, I get check, which is kind of annoying. So that might not actually be a very good move. So let's push. Do I push this up? I don't know. This might even be a thing. But we might get to castle. Oh, castle. I'm gonna what am I gonna do? Resign? Might not be a bad idea. Oh, okay, okay. That's where you're going. That's where you're going. So let's go over. Where do I go? Maybe we push this up? Maybe we beat him to it first. There's a nice fork. But I guess they can always choose to go back. So, okay, we get to move back, I guess. And hang the piece. Wonderful. Good find. Okay, so we're kind of at the slaughter now, and it's brutal. Let's see, where can I go here? It's dangerous. It's dangerous, honestly. I'm gonna go here. Another check. Love that. Love it. Love it for myself. Whew. Okay, I'm crying. I'm crying. What do you want? Here we go. So it was really bad for me. Damn it. And then I know the knight wants to go in for check. We could go here. If they take, what if... I feel like this is totally lost. Totally lost. Checkmate. Right? Yep. Oh. I was at the cusp of 1800. Oh, this is just brutal, I'm telling you. I'm not putting that up, that's for sure. So, okay. I'm just suffering, really. I'm just suffering. This guy? Huh? Oh, I guess that's a check. Damn it. If I go here... Well, I can't even. Oh. Whoa. Okay, now this hurts me just as much as it hurts my... Oh, okay. Honestly, I didn't even realize. Like, I thought that was a blunder. Wow. That's some skill. That is some skill. Oh, here we go. 1787 versus a 1798. Okay. I guess I'm getting all the black games. Okay, now we're back at like my what's the word? comfort level. That's where we're at. This is a good place for me to be, seeing knight on c3. Because I know I can get my structure going. If I can remember to implement it this time. Yeah, pretty standard. Oh, okay. How do I feel about that? Okay, so I can react by h6 or by knight f6. I think if we were maybe a little bit earlier in the pawn push, I would do knight f6, but for now I'm just going to keep it to h6. Alright, let's push. When I'm in a position like this, it's very detrimental to castle early. So I try to, because like I'm at a disadvantage working my setup like this. So I feel like kind of castling kind of cements that disadvantage. So I really need to latch on to any benefits to this position that might appear. And it calls for really being brave. Being brave for a little bit. And betting that your opponent will slip up early. My opponent has not castled either. Okay, so they're probably going to castle short then with that move. I'm going for it. I'm going for it. And this time I want to recapture with the pawn because this guy's just all closed in. If I could just win the bishop, that would be great. Yes, sir, that's what we're doing, recapturing with the pawn, that's right. And a lot of the times, now that that D pawn's out of the way, then I'll develop my knights. But I'm going to see if I can maybe pursue this bishop first. Okay, now they're making room, so I guess what we'll do, I know we could just kick this. Okay, the small margin to work with. If I don't mess this up, I'm trying to think. My idea is I'm trying to figure out if I want to do gosh, if I can even talk. Knight to f6, because it wouldn't surprise me if they drew that back, right? But at the same time, we don't go for this as soon as they draw it back. I think we probably kick. So that's what I'm thinking. And then if they drop this, push this further, I'm just going to go here. G4. And I think it's going to be okay. I think this will be very tricky for white. So we could go... Ooh, okay. Very strange. So I'm going to kick that first, see what happens. Okay, well, I am willing I'm trying to think. So obviously when I recapture, I have to recapture. Do I recapture with the bishop? Or do I recapture with the knight? I'm thinking about recapturing with the knight because I'm not... It doesn't bother me to swap off the queens. It really doesn't. And then they have to address this threat, obviously. Well, I'm going to go ahead and take here. Take here. Then we'll take there, I think. So we'll get 2 pawns. They can still castle. I can still castle. It's just tricky now. We'll just bring this back, I think. Boy, that's also something you can do. Maybe they're preparing to kick. I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. I'm thinking about a check. But they can block there. Actually, that would be interesting. Because if they go there, then we take the knight. I think they just have to move. I'm going to go ahead and castle. Oh, and hang a piece apparently. Ugh. Oh, worked so hard for that advantage. Damn it. They'll probably go back here, I imagine. That makes sense. I'm okay with this, actually. I think. Do we take the D file? I imagine they go right there. I think it's just good. I think maybe we should try... Is it too early for a trade-off? It's the best place for his bishop. If I go here with check, knight takes, bishop takes. I don't know, maybe it's worthwhile. Maybe it is. But again, I guess it's not something they have to take. But if we take the knight, then maybe we could double up some pawns or something. Not sure. Where do you go? I mean, you can't... There really is no other move. Maybe something like this, but I can't see how that would be great. And then the king's kind of stuck guarding this g2 pawn. So getting up here is really nice because I think we can start attacking these pawns. I see. I don't really think that's a huge threat. Maybe I'll be wrong. Can't really defend these pawns over here. Maybe by, dropping one, but then the other one becomes exposed. It's an interesting move. And now life is kind of great because we got all these passed pawns. And then I just need to kind of decide how this is going to go. Obviously, probably aiming for that square. So I think moving here kind of keeps the attack. And then I think we just kind of like start pushing some of these pawns. Oh, okay. Okay, so we got the caveman check. Moving up. Moving up. And then I guess the rook will be trapped back here. Yeah, it's a weird way to be. Oh, okay. So, okay, they're gonna start moving it, okay. I'm gonna move this. I think we're still okay. Oof. Moving. Yeah, it's pretty rough. I'm gonna go ahead and push this all the way up to here. And then it's really quite awful. I'm sure it's quite awful being white in this situation, but I shouldn't. What's the word? I shouldn't get arrogant. Oh, you can't get too confident. Could we take? Sure. We could take. That'll buy us a little bit of time. Oh. If we take. King takes, right? We push. I mean, it works out. It's just those pawns are a little scary, but it'll be okay. Okay. Now this is where it gets weird, okay? If I go here, let's see what happens. King go. Oh, for goodness sakes. I'm just getting nervous now. That's it. That's it. I'm just nervous. Okay. Yeah. Oh man, that was horrible. I feel like if I knew, I don't know if I was supposed to be worried, but I was feeling pretty worried anyways. And I think I was just winning there at the end, but I didn't want to be. Those pawns at the end just kind of made me really nervous. Okay, so I was winning. I was very winning, but yeah, it was hard. Let's do one more. We're at 1795. We're so close. We're so close. And I remember when I was playing this at level Elo 1400, people were like, this opening, the modern defense, it's garbage. I'm surprised you made it this far. But, I think it's fine. It's a good opening if you're prepared to put in a little bit of work. Okay. All right, bite me. Let's see where this goes. I do feel like I'm worse at the English than the modern. But, you know, time will time will hopefully show that I get better. Okay. Do I love that move? Not really. I'm thinking about going here, but I know if as soon as I do this, then it just doesn't work out. So let's do this. We could jump right there. Part of me is like, how about a pin? How about a pin? And then a jump. But I think I need to be careful, so I think we're gonna end up in like a Bodbinik kind of setup. And I'm not sure that it's well suited for a knight on c5. Wow. Okay, we're gonna go here just to kind of brace in case they push. But also we might have a little push of our own. They're not interested. Taking up space. Yo, I might have to take advantage of this. Okay, well, the advantage was short-lived. But we could also, we can keep an eye there. We can keep an eye there. I'm thinking about, if I do this, we might have to be careful about not getting trapped and all that. So, I like E1, just in case. If we go here, bam. That might be a problem. But at the same time, it's a really exposed king. But, I'm just going to be on the side of caution and go here. It's already, I would say my king is more secure. And there's all sorts of holes that eventually we might be able to inhabit. So I'm going to go ahead and protect this pawn again, maybe so that we can get one of these dudes moving. But honestly, this is a little bit of a struggle. Let's think about where my friend Can go. Oh, free pawn, huh? Let's think about it. Let's think about it. Let's get on the move. You know, that's a thing too. Yeah, we're dropping pawns all over the position. Oof. I'm gonna move over here. This might happen. But I think, you know, we can take this, maybe? I think we might have a trick, maybe? I'm thinking about going here. Think about going here, maybe a check. Yeah, it's getting risky. Wow, what's going on here? I don't know. Part of me just wants to ignore it. Yay! Let's go ahead and... Which to do first? We really... I think we should just get rid of this. Could I take this? Yes. There could be a check coming. I'm down. Let's do it. All right, and then there's the difficult task of trying to simplify. Ugh, okay. So my goal will be to try to trade everything down because I'm still not, even though I'm up 4, I'm not feeling very confident. If I go here, is that a problem? I don't see, well, I guess there's a discovered check, maybe. Let's just trade off. Keep it simple. I could go here, but I just absolutely hate a discover check. I absolutely hate it. I could go right there. And then what? Check there, check there. I mean, it's fine. It's covered. It feels dangerous. He can go there. I guess that's really fine because I'm just a warrior. That's all. But we can do, if they do nothing, because we can always bring this up. Let's see, Philippines, Pierre. Right, so let's do that. What are you gonna do now? We're looking at checkmate right there. Or we're looking at yeah, for a minute I thought I blundered, but no, I'm fine. Okay. So, gotta be careful with this hole. Honestly, let's just get rid of it. If you connect, we go check. But this is coming. This, and then a check here. Yeah. Woohoo! A rating of 1800. Sweet. That is awesome. So that's the highest rating I have ever had. Alright. Well, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.